All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here today on this cold but sunny Joburg winter afternoon. I'm glad to have you all here with us today, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today. I hope that we can make this an enjoyable afternoon. We're pretty excited about what we're doing here. We feel like we're on an amazing journey, and I hope that I can share some of that with you in the next sort of 45 minutes or so. Then I'm going to have to unfortunately send you back to work, which will be boring and dreary after what you've seen today, but maybe we'll bring some light to your life for the rest of the day. You are this afternoon sitting at or watching DuePoint. That's where you've been brought to this afternoon. DuePoint, firstly, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. So we are not a company, DuePoint. We are part of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're listed on the stock exchange. You can go to the JSC website and find us under Conduit Capital there. We are also a licensed life and short-term insurance company. We have been around for 66 years. So this is not a new business. You might not have heard about us, but you'll understand better why by the end of this presentation. But we are a long-standing member of the financial services market here in South Africa. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider as well. There's our FSP number if you want to go and do some more research on us. Wherever you may be sitting today, believe you me, you do not need to come to our head office to know that we are legitimate. I know that many people like to do that. They say to their friend, I'm not going to believe in this. That guy on the computer screen, he could just be a computer-generated graphic. As you can see, I'm rather real. This is real. The bricks behind us, this is real walls here. Yes, this is a real screen here. We are very real. And so you do not need to find us on at our actual head office. Find us online. Go and look up everything you need to know about DuePoint. All of our licenses, all of our associations, and our reality is all online. So no matter where you are today in the country, know that you're dealing with a legitimate insurance company, and we want you to have that comfort, because in South Africa today, we see so many things blow in and blow out, taking our money and leaving, made up of people who aren't real. You can see we're all very real here. In Johannesburg, we're homegrown South Africans. We are right here. You can find us here Monday through Saturday. This is not one of those things. This is something I want you to have confidence in before we even get started today. This is me over here. I'm the best looking of the four. Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. And I'll be taking you through the next 40 minutes. So what do we do at DuePoint? Why have you been gathered here this afternoon? Well, there's two things that we're trying to do at DuePoint. The first is we are trying to put into the hands of South Africans a tool they can use to create wealth for themselves. We are not here to create money. Money is what you get when you sell something. Money is transactional. You might have already experienced this in the past. If you sell a pot or a pan or a mouth spray or a Tupperware or a cleaning agent or a this or a that, you know you make money in the transaction. We don't want to do that here at DuePoint, because that does not create wealth. That creates money in a moment, and when you're sick or busy or can't sell, your friends don't want to buy from you ever again, well, then your money dries up. That's not what we want here at DuePoint. You see, we've got a big problem in South Africa. We've got the problem that none of us can control our income. None of us are able to make it more. None of us are able to increase it to keep up with the other thing we don't have any control over, which is our economy. You know it already, our prices in our economy are growing at an astronomical rate. As South Africans that live in this economy, our income never keeps up with that expenditure. Every year we are effectively getting poorer. We know this. We can feel it in our circumstances, and it means that we're surviving on debt. All of us are surviving on debt. It's the only way that we can get there, and debt is like a poison. It doesn't ever leave your system. It just gets worse and worse over time, and eventually you just give it to your children. You're going to hand it over. Not only the behavior, but the debts you don't pay off by the time you pass away is what you're going to hand over to your children, and they put in an even worse position. And so we don't want to create money here. We want to create wealth. What is wealth? Wealth is income or money that is there all the time. It is money that comes in on a monthly basis, on a recurring basis, on a steadfast basis, that you can budget on it, that you can forecast your expenditure over it, and that you can start to use to start eradicating these sorts of things like debt in your life. You can't do that on transactional cash. That is not something that will change the lives of South Africans and the economy that we live in, and that is our pursuit here at DuePoint to change the country, the people, and our economy through the DuePoint system. Now, the second objective that we have here at DuePoint is that we want to be able to get South Africans participating again in the financial services space. This is an incredibly regulated segment of the economy, and it means that the vast majority of South Africans are unable to participate. We believe that through our system, we have created a window in which South Africans can get involved again in this space. With those two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is where you come in. It allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you're given one task, the simple task of connecting people to us. It's not selling, it's not advertising, it's not advising, and it's not marketing. All of those result in transactional cash, and we're not interested in transactional cash. We want to change your entire economic future by creating wealth. Your task is to connect people to us. As you do that, you create greater market penetration for us. We as DuePoint can then come along and facilitate the purchase of our products in a wider market penetration, creating greater revenue for ourselves. When we do that, we are now in a position to create wealth for you. We do it on a recurring monthly income. And this is an extra income. It is one you add to your lifestyle. It is not one that you replace what you're currently doing with. In time, perhaps it will replace what you're currently doing, but we want no one to believe that you have to quit your job to become a wealth engineer. No, we create a reliable, recurring, steadfast income in your hands on the side as an addition to the life that you already live. We know that the jobs that you have already put food on the table. We want to now bridge what's left between that and what you need to properly survive in the South African economy. Folks, we do not sell bits and pieces here, like I've said before. What we use are financial services and lifestyle products. They run on automatic debit order systems, and it means that every month, no matter what your personal circumstances are in that month, our debit orders run, and it means that every month your income comes in steadfast and reliably. We then wrap this in a system that allows you to leverage other people, in other words, build teams of individuals, we call them channels here, that can then further pursue growing your channel, your penetration into the market, and your wealth with us here. Why do we do that? Because we know that many people, the vast majority of people today, do not have time for anything. Their time is sucked up in the jobs that are physically making them poorer every month. I often battle with this. People who watch this entire presentation at the end still go, I don't have time for this. Folks, we know you don't have time. What we do is we buy your time back by allowing you to leverage others who will actually create the vast majority of your income for you through our system. This is not employment. This is a tool. We put it in your hands, and you can use that tool completely independently of us. You can use it 15 minutes a day, or you can use it 15 hours a day. It is completely up to you. You are free in this system. It also doesn't cost you anything. We have no startup costs because we don't sell anything. There's no starter kit. There's no upfront charge. There's no starter guide you have to buy. There's no application form fees, and there are no monthly fees of any kind here at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer here at no additional premium. This is not a financial risk decision today. You're not going to be losing money by becoming a wealth engineer. This is one of the things that we keep getting stung with in South Africa, is the fact that people keep coming in and saying, well, you can join, but you've got to give me your money. They take all your money and they leave, and you get nothing for it. Here we don't take people's money. Secondly, it doesn't require any educational qualification because you're not selling, and you're not advising, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not agents, and you're not marketers of ours. You just connect people. And as a result, everybody in South Africa can be involved as a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. We've also designed the system to be completely convenient for you. Okay, well, I'll get to that in a minute. What you are able to do is you're able to create an asset here. Because your channels create recurring income, money that's there every month, it's now a measurable amount. It's now something you can actually price. And when you can price your channel, you can sell it. I laughed, and I mentioned it yesterday, at Rob's training on Saturday morning. People were like, what? We can sell our channels? We say it in every introduction presentation. Yes, you can sell your channel. It has value. When it creates a monthly income, you've got something now you can sell. This is real value that's created for you here at DuePoint. More than just the wealth of the income coming in. You have the wealth of the asset you have created. And that asset, the wealth of it, transfers automatically to your children when you pass away one day, which means that the income that you were earning during your lifetime is handed to your children during their lifetime. Instead of debt, we change it to income. generational legacy that changes from a legacy of debt to a legacy of wealth is what we are creating here at DuePoint. We then build the system in a way that doesn't embarrass you, doesn't disempower you, doesn't create any sort of stigma for you. First of all, there's no products, so no more having to sell products. Second of all, you're contracted out of selling, so there's no selling. Third of all, there's no presentations. The only two people that do presentations here are Rob and I, and we use technology to be in your pocket 24 hours a day. Wherever you are, you just click a button and we're there ready to do the DuePoint presentation for you. Never again will you need to do any form of convincing, selling, distribution, none of that. It's all out. This is a system that has been designed in the 21st century for 21st century South Africans. This leaves you with just the one task, the task of simply connecting individuals to us. How do you do it? There's 4 ways of doing it. The first way is you can go to our information counter and purchase one of our memory sticks. If you struggle with data, this is the way to do it. 170 Rand for the memory stick, and it's got our presentations on it. You plug it into a smart TV or into a computer, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way is if you're in the Gauteng, you can come and fill our seats here in the auditorium. We present here live 7 times a week, Monday through Saturday, night time, lunchtimes, mornings. Look on our schedule, pick a time that suits you, and come by. We do the presentation for you. The third way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search DuePoint. You will find every single presentation we have ever done is on, including this one today, will be on YouTube this afternoon. It means you can go pick your favorite ones. Go through them, run through them. I know mine are all better than Rob's, so you just sort by Brendan, find mine, and you can play those to anyone, any time of the day, anywhere in the country. This is a nationwide business. You do not need to be worried that there's the bricks and mortar of DuePoint are up here. It doesn't matter. This business is nationwide because you're one click away from connecting people to us. People say to us always after this presentation, Brendan, what do I say to people? How do I sell? What's my angle? None of these things exist at DuePoint. No angles, no selling, no. All you do is you go to people and say, do you require more income? Do you require more money? Yes. Click play. People said, I had a lady the other night saying, no, but I'm going to be talking products. You're never talking products at DuePoint, not ever. Your pursuit is the pursuit of wealth here at DuePoint, and you go to people to create wealth for them, and you do it by simply clicking play on our YouTube channel. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us here at DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations, every day of the week, Monday through Saturday, is broadcast live across the country. So wherever you may be, whatever province or city you're in, no matter what building you're stuck in at work or at church or at home in the bath even, we can't see you, it's okay. You just push play on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV, and you tune in, and you are live in the room with us 6 days a week. If you jump on our Facebook site, you will see as well that we load up very exclusive and specific video material on our Facebook site every day of the week as well. We don't know any other company in South Africa that produces the amount of online and live content that we do, and it's yours. Simply to get people to connect with us. And as you do this, some of the people that you connect to us are going to catch the vision of what we're doing. Not everybody. We're still going to have people saying, I don't have time, it's a scheme, they're going to take my money, wait, somebody's going to lose money, even when we don't take your money, etc., etc. But some are going to catch the vision. They're going to see how they can take this tool to create wealth and a different future for themselves. When they do that, they become wealth engineers as well, and we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk go out, they're going to connect a few more people, some will become wealth engineers as well, and again, we will allocate them to you, and this process will repeat itself over and over and over again, over time. And your channel will spread out, penetrating the South African market. We then, as DuePoint, not you, we as DuePoint, then come along, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you have created for us, and your income is now born. Now, folks, again, this is not a pyramid scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Here, you pay the price of time to create wealth. Nothing that is genuine makes you rich overnight. I know on Facebook you'll find these things that promise you that. I know that there's, the things on Google that'll promise you this. 90 days, you're on 100,000 Rand. A year, and you're making R1 million. Guys, no, there's no such thing. Because if it was, we would all be doing it, wouldn't we? None of you would be here. We'd all be in our yacht in the Mediterranean. But we know that in reality, like your careers, like building your own business, the price is always time. And so the one thing you will see we make a lot of emphasis at DuePoint is that this is not a 5-minute exercise. This is years, and years of working with us, but years and years to make you wealthy. not to get you an income like your job, to make you truly wealthy. But you will need to put the time and the effort and the persistency in to creating this wealth with us. Those of you who do, allow us to start the first mechanic of the system, the facilitation of the purchase of our products. We've got 3 products. Our first product is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products. Your first one is your very own tax-free investment account. That investment account you can invest in just about any amount in every single month, and whatever's in there is your money. Okay, there's no friction cost, there's no waiting period, there's no penalties. You can pull that money out at any stage. It's not an endowment. You don't wait 5 years. It's your investment account. We take 100 Rand of your 324, not the whole 300. We take 100 Rand and we put it into that investment account. So the actual cost of this product every month is only 224 Rand, because the other 100 Rand is yours. It's in your investment account and you can take it at any time. For the 224 Rand, you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, the second product. This means that if you pass away from an accident, your beneficiaries get 120,000 Rand and the value of your investment. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. That means for less than 250 Rand a month, you can already be a participant in the creation of your wealth here at DuePoint. And for that 249 Rand a month, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1 million Rand. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter what your personal circumstances or condition, health condition is. And with no waiting periods after your first payment, you have 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. We know of no other products in the market that are like this. Somebody the other day insulted one of our wealth engineers by telling them this is a typical network marketing company, substandard products, blah, 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 blah. Folks, our products are the most innovative in the market. We have a training video on each one of our products. Once you've watched that training video, you will understand how we outcompete all of our competitors. What we have created here are products that anybody in South Africa can use. Doesn't matter what their circumstances are. And that means that they align with our primary objective at DuePoint. See, our primary objective at DuePoint is not to sell these products. We could sell these through any one of our call centers, UMA, brokerages. No, here it's to create wealth. Remember, we're here to create wealth. So we need products that work for our wealth engineers. Here, no matter who you bring, here, no matter who, you can put them into your business, creating wealth for you, no questions asked. You see, we don't cover things like illness and natural causes, because if we did, then we'd have to say, well, how sick are you? How old are you? Where do you live? All of that's been moved out so that you can have products that build wealth for you with no matter who you bring to DuePoint. Our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month, and for 299 Rand a month, you get access to all of our suppliers. See, as a 7-decade-old insurance company, we have negotiated with hosts of suppliers. Prices, discounts, packages, services, all sorts of things you couldn't get as an individual, we get as a 7-decade-old insurance company. For 299 Rand a month, you pay your monthly subscription fee, and you get access to the whole lot, and you could be purchasing through those suppliers, changing your personal expenditure while building your wealth with us through our system. All right, now through the purchase of those products, we're able to create wealth. Well, how does that work though in moving that wealth to you? Well, in the traditional insurance and banking space, what do? We advertise to you to get you to connect with us. We run TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, computer adverts, internet adverts, SMS campaigns, you name it. We run adverts everywhere. Hundreds of millions of Rands per company per annum, billions across the industry every year just to get you to connect with us. Here at DuePoint, we don't do that, you see. But what do we do how do we pay for those adverts? Well, we build it into the price of your product. Your banking fees, your car insurance, your funeral cover, 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. You're always paying for the ads that come in the following month with your payments. Now here at DuePoint, we do the same thing. The only difference is, like I said, we do no advertising, none at all. That's why you'd never heard of us before today. What we do is we use you. You go out, you connect people to us. And that means that all that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, all of that money is available for us to redirect towards creating that recurring lifetime income that we're talking about here. And we do it in two ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you £27.50 for every product payment that is made in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment's made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to a couple of your friends. Some of them become wealth engineers, not all of them. Remember, they're going to have the clever ones that go, no, this is a this and a that. But the ones that go, hang on, I can see what we're doing here, become wealth engineers. They pay for their products. When they do, you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%. The people you introduced, £55. £55 for every product every month that they pay for that product. Not when the month when you were healthy and able to sell. That's not what we do here. For this connection, every month that this person pays their product, you get £55. Now, these folk go out, they chat to a few more of their friends. Some of them become wealth engineers. And again, when they pay for their product, you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%. £55 again. £55, not for every person, but for every product payment that is made. This means that if any one of these individuals takes 2 products, you get £110. If they take 3 products, you get £165. You have the power to create your wealth and to control your income here at DuePoint. In this particular example, you've put a handful of people in. You've been here 5 minutes. And if you add up those dots and multiply the £55, you're now earning £12,000 a year. That's an extra £1,000 every month. Or for the back of a half a dozen people that you've put into your channel here at DuePoint. Now you're going to put some more time, more energy in, and you will continue to earn, but on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. But from the 8th point on, you have unlimited earnings. From the 8th point on, you'll always get 4% of £27.50, no matter what point the product payment is made on, as long as you qualify to earn. How do you qualify to earn? Watch our 6-minute training video. Go find it on YouTube or on your app after this. Watch it, and you will understand how we have created that generational legacy. You'll build your channel to a certain size. You'll hand it over to your children. They'll continue to build it. They may even hand it over to your grandchildren one day, and each one will be able to earn off of the entire channel here at DuePoint, creating real generational wealth for themselves. So what does this look like on the ground? Well, it's difficult to tell because every one of you is going to build at a different rate, so I can't give you the answer of how much you're going to earn through our returns program. What I can only do is give you averages. We've worked out, using 20 years of data, what we think is a reasonable rate of growth for a new wealth engineer. Somebody who doesn't have time, for all of those who don't have time, we've worked that into the calculation, and we've come up with a growth rate formula we call 3 + 2. It says in your very first month with us, you have to put just 3 people into your channel. We really feel that that's quite reasonable. You've got a whole month to find 3 people. Then thereafter, every month thereafter, +2, you have to put 2 people into your channel. You've got a whole month to find 2 people. But you are responsible for that. You need to do it every month. Remember, I told you the price here is time. It's not money, it's time. You have to do it every month. 24 people a year. 2 people every single month, including Christmas, including Easter. You've got to be finding your 2 people. If you can do that over time, and we put our maths in of cancellations, lapses, people not doing 3 + 2, etc., into it, we believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about £2,500 a month. That's 6 months from now. That's end of November 2018. As you're coming into Christmas, you can reasonably expect to be on about £2,500 a month. £30,000 a year that you have added to your household income off of the back of 2 people a month. I don't know. Do you feel like I'm asking too much for 2 people a month? No. I think we're being pretty reasonable, okay? 30,000. Now, if you can pursue that longer, if you can get past 6 months, if you can do a year with us, we reckon that a year from now, this time next year, you can reasonably expect to be in about £9,000 to £10,000 a month. That's £120,000 a year. You will have had to pursue through 12 months of people laughing at you, people promising you and not delivering, people signing up and not paying. You will have to have pursued through all of those things, 2 people at a time every month. And if you have the thick enough skin and a strong enough emotional core to handle people, then you will be on about £9,000 to £10,000 a month with us here at DuePoint. That changes everything. Think about what an extra 10 grand a month does for you right now. Think about the list of expenditure you have, the ones you struggle to cover every month. Imagine they're all gone. That's what 10,000 Rand a month does for you. Can you do 2 years with us? Because if you do 2 years with us, that will rise to 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 2 years and you'll be earning more than what most people earn in their entire careers. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month, 360,000 Rand a year. after 2 years. It's May 2020, guys, and you're on an extra 30 grand. Still got your job, but in the middle of every month, you get 27 to 30,000 rand. How does life change when that is happening? If you can do 3 years with us, it'll rise to about 45,000 rand a month. If you can do 4 years with us, it'll rise to about 60,000 rand a month. And if you can do half a decade with us, it'll rise to about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year. You're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. It has not taken you 5 months. It hasn't taken you 90 days. It hasn't even taken you a year. It's taken you 5 years. Now, my number one objection to this calculation from most people is it takes too long. I'm unwilling to wait 5 years. Folks, how long have you been working in your careers for? 5 years, 10 years, 15? How come you're willing to pour your life away into a job that is literally making you poorer every year? But when I say to you, can you give me 5 years of 2 people every month? You go to me, I'm sorry, Brendan, it's too slow. On Facebook, they promised me 90 days. If I just put 35,000 rand in 90 days, I'll be earning 100,000 rand a month. Yeah, no. Here, you've got to put time in. This doesn't cost you anything. It costs you time. If you can put 5 years in, your life and the life of your children to come has changed dramatically. And constantly, it doesn't end there. This carries on. We just gave you the 5-year picture. You will choose where you go from here. Does it work on the ground? For sure it does. We put people on the stage every month that are using this tool. Some using it very slowly, some medium, some fast. We show you all of them. Here, we don't have to hide anything at DuePoint because we're going to stick around. We're right here. We'll show you the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly, using the tool to create a different life for themselves. Every month they're new. About 3 or 4 people that we put on stage. You can see all their testimonies on YouTube if you like to go and look at that little fraction of people we've put on stage. This month we had Lynette. She's down from the Vaal. She's been with us for 2 years. She's built a channel worth 16,000 rand a month. Lynette is the epitome of perseverance. She has gone through hell. 2017 was a hell of a year for her trying to build her business. She had everybody laugh at her, let her down, and move on. But she did not quit. You have to watch her video to hear how she persevered and will not stop until, as she said, she's going to be the old lady driving the Ferrari. She's not going to stop until she has created real wealth for herself. But in 2 years, she's earned 100,000 rand out of DuePoint. So she might not be on her 27,000 rand, according to the mathematics. But she's super happy to have extracted 100,000 rand out of DuePoint in the last 2 years. How would you feel with an extra 50,000 rand a year over the next 2 years? Certainly would help. I think you could go on a nice holiday once a year for 50 grand. Huh? Do you think you could afford it? I think so, on 50 grand a year. She's only too happy, and now she's got a channel with 16,000 rand a month with us. Then we've got Siyabonga. He's down in Newcastle. Not here up in Joburg where the head office is, down in Newcastle where there's no head office. Using our online tools, he too has been building a channel over the last 15 months. He's on just about 10,000 rand a month now. 10,000 rand a month in 15 months. He's almost bang on the mathematics with us here. And he said this 10,000 rand a month has freed him to buy his own car. Think about how much car you can buy for 10,000 rand a month. You can get a lot of car. And I think he did buy quite a decent car. It's like a Polo GTR or something that he bought, that he got thanks to DuePoint. He's got his job. He earns. He hates his job, like most people do. But that pays for the food, and DuePoint pays for his car. And he's only just begun. What is 15 months? What is 15 months? It's the beginning of the time that he spent with us here. Shout out to the guys down in Newcastle today. And then we've got Patrick and Pumi. They've been with us for 2 years now. They've been putting a lot of time and effort into this channel, a lot of time into the growth of their wealth with us, more time than most. Not because people are hindered, but because people choose not to put in the same amount of time as them. They've earned so much money, I can't show you how much they earn now. It's a security risk, and I'm not joking when I say that. You look at all these cash in transit heists, the next ones you're going to see on News 24, Patrick and Pumi, if I tell you how much they earn. So what we did instead was we said, if we were to take how much they've earned over 2 years and chop it into equal size pieces and pretend that they had earned that equal size piece from the first day, how much would their average income have been from the first day they joined us? And it is 32,563 rand a month from the first day. That's, imagine if you started today and I paid you tomorrow 32,000 rand. If I average how much they've earned, that's what they've earned over 2 years. 32,000 rand a year. 380,000 rand a year times 2. Work out the value of the wealth they've created for themselves. Was it easy? No. They personally have introduced 200 and let's call it 40 people over 2 years. That's 10 people a month. It sounds like a lot, but it's 10 people a month. Can you introduce 10 people a month to DuePoint? Can you do 10 people a month? If you can do 10 people a month for 2 years, this is what it looks like. Their channel is now over 11,000 people big, off of the back of them introducing 10 people a month. You see, I ask you to put 2 people in a month. That doesn't get you to these numbers. But if you put 10 people in a month, you can get to these numbers. If you put 20 people in a month, you get to even more. Can you introduce 1 person a day? 31 people a month. If you put 31 people in a month, you're going to be earning a lot more than an average of 32,000 a month. You see, the decision is completely up to you. You will choose what you create of DuePoint. And along the way, you'll fight all the excuses. Oh, I'm tired, I haven't got time, people are saying no, blah, blah, blah. That's not what stops this business. This business just says keep putting people in. Just say, forget about the excuses they may have, just keep putting people in. And if you can do it over time, this is the kind of result that you can expect. You quit at any point, it all stops. You just have to keep connecting people. It's the simplest task that we could have created for you. On our YouTube channel, you'll find all of the testimonies. All of the testimonies. People earning a couple $100 a month. People earning a couple $1,000 a month. Some earning 10, 15, 20,000 Rand a month. Others earning 60, 80, 100,000 Rand a month. It's all there for you to see. You'll even see Patrick and Pumi's last slide. Yeah, look, this was a year ago. A year ago, they won 68,000 Rand a month. A year ago. See, the decision is yours. But that decision has to be made on a daily basis. You will find every day you'll be challenged to make that decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint, top to bottom. Everything I tell you from here on out is just extra. Everything you need to know about making a decision to be a wealth engineer, I've told you. If you want to join us today, it's very simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net, you click the apply button, you fill out the details, you're a wealth engineer. No money having passed from your hands. And this afternoon, you can start building your channel and your wealth with us. If you're serious, get the tools. We've got all of them for you. Memory sticks. For those of you who battle with data, get the memory stick. It's got the presentations on it. Backup batteries for you whose phones keep dying. Your entire business is run off of your cell phone here at DuePoint. Make sure you've got the backup battery. Battle to connect people, get the business cards. Everything you need, we've already got the tools for. Go and see the prices on the counter. You can see the examples in the glass cabinet, and you can order them at info@DuePoint.net as well if you want them. Folks, we're live on Facebook. Every day we upload content to our Facebook site that you can only get on Facebook. You don't get it on YouTube. You don't get it on our website. You only get it on Facebook. Can I encourage you to go and like and follow our Facebook so that you get that daily content? It helps you tremendously in the connection of people. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Excuse me, folks. Subscribe to that channel. Everything we do is on YouTube, so it is important you subscribe. It is free to subscribe, and then you'll know and you'll be connected to our business through that process. Download our free app onto your phone or onto your tablet. You can download it anywhere. It doesn't cost you anything, but it plugs you into the heart of your business. It is your #1 tool in growing your wealth with us. Your training is there, your personal documents are there, and your ability to grow your channel is all in that app. So make sure it's on your phone before you leave today. Guys, we've opened up Wednesday evening presentations. Tonight is Wednesday evening. 6:30 tonight, we are live. We're broadcasting live as usual, but we're also live here. I encourage you, gather up your guests. It's a great midweek, the midweek weakness. Get everybody in here tonight. We want to see a room full of people, and we want to see a live stream filled with connections this evening. Get everybody. Don't watch DuePoint without a guest. This is the most boring presentation in the world once you've seen it 5,000 times. But it is super exciting when you've got guests with you. Tonight at 6:30, make sure you're sitting with a guest or you're here tonight. Come through, get your hot tea and coffee with us, and let's fill this room tonight with people and grow your wealth in your channel tonight at 6:30 here at DuePoint. Folks, to help you build successfully, we train you how to do this. If you're worried you don't know how to do it, don't worry. We take you by the hand, and through a series of steps and programs, our XP Rewards training program teaches you how to grow your own wealth. As you perform the steps in the programs, you get XP points. Those XP points accumulate. They're just experience. They're not worth rands and cents. And as they accumulate, naturally your channel starts growing. And where you meet the 2 criteria of experience and channel size, we rank you up in the training program. And when we rank you up, we now reward you. Best training program in the world. We reward you at the beginning with a little bit of cash. As you get more experience, a little bit bigger, the cash gets a whole lot more serious. And then from about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools. Rank 5, the tool is an imported Lightning memory stick. It's got everything you need on it to connect people to DuePoint. Data or no data, internet connection or not, you've now got something to draw people into DuePoint in your hand every day. At rank 12, we give you another very important connection tool, a 12,500 Rand set of gold gilded custom-made business cards. We import them for you. It takes us about 6 weeks. But when you hand somebody a card that doesn't have gold ink on it, but gold gilding, it is the finest business card in the country. They're going to want to know what DuePoint is, and you're going to be able to connect them to you. Find somebody in the audience who's rank 7. Let them show you their cards. They won't let you touch them, but you can see them. And you can also see a set in our glass cabinet. This you get at rank 7. At rank 9, we give you, for all of those of you who make rank 9 and maintain your channel size, we take you and your family away every year in December. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. Now what's important to note is we've got 28 ranks currently in our training program. This is rank 9. That's 1/3 of the way. 1/3 of the way, and we're taking you and your family. What do we do in the second 2/3? If in the first third we're taking you and your family away. Not once. This is not a competition. Oh, this year's 5 winners are. No. Every rank 9 who pursues the growth of their wealth and achieves rank 9 and maintains their channel size comes away with us every single year going forward in December for a week. All expenses paid. This is what it looks like.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
It looks okay. It looks okay in winter. You look at that beach there, boy, and you want to be on that beach. So we go every year. It's not a competition, as I said to you. This is an accumulating system. You get to accumulate until you reach rank 9. If you don't make it this year, it doesn't matter. You start next year on what you built this year, and you build and build. And so we have the guarantee that everybody who perseveres will go rank 9. Guaranteed. And we also have the second guarantee that everybody who quits will never go rank 9. Those are the only 2 guarantees that we give here at DuePoint. Now, interestingly enough, this is not why we joined DuePoint. DuePoint's process is a process of building wealth. We understand it's hard work, so we put things like this in place to keep you motivated and keep you moving through the process of building your wealth. But yeah, you build wealth through our returns program. By the time you rank 9, you probably pay for your own trips. You pay for your own trips. You've created wealth for yourself. That's why you joined DuePoint. And so when you get to the end of this year and you haven't quite made rank 9, you don't quit DuePoint because you're not coming away with us in December. You keep building. You keep building your wealth. And when you do make rank 9, for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size, you come away with us every year. Nothing like standing on the 1st of January and knowing you've got a fully paid for holiday at the end of your year every year. Because that's what we do here at DuePoint. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us. We don't give it to you and take it away if you stop performing. And we don't brand it. It's your car. And you get this car when you get to rank 11. We hope that you will build your freedom with this car. We've put everything down to encourage South Africans to get up and become active in pursuing change in their lives. No one's coming to our rescue, guys. We know this already. We've got to come to our own rescue. As part of our training plan, we have got our XP Rewards Wealth Quests every month. These are little challenges you can do every month. They each have different criteria, they have different rewards, and everybody who completes them every month gets those rewards. Some months it's an iPad, iPhone, cash, air tickets, smart TVs, all sorts of things that you can get through this process of completing the Wealth Quest every month. Every month they're different. Now it's the 30th today. It's very unlikely you'll complete this month's one, but next month's one's going to be out on Friday. So make sure you're watching your phone app notices and your emails, guys. Go in there so you are the first to see on the 1st of June what the Wealth Quest is. I always love it. I have people coming to me on like the 25th of the month saying, Brendan, explain to me this month's Wealth Quest again. It's too late. You're not going to get it if I have to explain it to you on the 25th of the month. Start on the 1st. First day of June, Friday, get cracking on this Wealth Quest. What was this month's Wealth Quest? It was you're in the army now. What did you have to do? You had to put one person in your channel, get them qualified and rank up. If you could do those things this month, read the T's and C's so you understand them correctly, you were going to get an extra 10,000 Rand this month in your returns and rewards. We know people need cash at this time of the year. So we put it out there. Some months it's not cash, but this month we put it out there. It's our last 2 days of our 90-day challenge that's been running for the last 3 months. Anybody who achieves rank 4 by the end of this week and has put 5 rank 2s into their channel is going to get 25,000 Rand. 35,000 Rand of cash on the table this month, in the month of May 2018, on top of everything else. We are uncertain what else we have to do. For those of you who are too busy, don't have time, don't like selling, too embarrassed, don't have the right personality, what are the other ones? Think this is a pyramid scheme, think we'll close down there. For all of you, we are uncertain what more we can put on the table to demonstrate our legitimacy and our desire to see change amongst South Africans here today. Folks, this Saturday, 9 o'clock in the morning, is our Generators Leadership Workshop. It is for rank 4s and above only, but it is a very important workshop. We run it once a quarter. It's our training session to create leaders amongst those of you who have channels that are a couple hundred big. We're going to take you from a couple hundred to a couple thousand. If you want to join us at these exclusive leadership training events, no cost, we don't charge you for anything here, you need to get to rank 4. Get your heads down, get to rank 4, and you can join us. Those of you who are rank 4 and above, make sure you tune in live at 9 o'clock on Saturday, or then even better, you're here with us on Saturday morning. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Guys, I think you can see how serious we are here at DuePoint. This is not a game. This is not like anything else in the country. This is dead serious stuff. And we want you to take it seriously too. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask them. Really, please, any question or concern, come and ask them. But don't walk out of here today without this tool in your hands. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you around the country watching us live today.